Hi guys, so welcome to my kitchen again. So what we got here is some steak that I'm gonna be cutting up, some organic broccoli that I'm gonna be also just chopping off in pieces, and the cauliflower is going to be kind of like a rice for me, right? So I'm gonna be eating vegetables and straight out steak, okay? So we got two pieces right here. I'm gonna be cutting these, and then I'm gonna be cooking. This is just me prepping my meal. A lot of people are like, why you cut the steak? Because I want to make sort of like a fried rice. Okay, so here we are. I should be using my other knife, but I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna leave the fat. I'm not gonna cut up the fat. Just leave all that stuff, all that good stuff in there. Let me know how you guys prep your steak in the comments below, so I know, so I can get some ideas. I'm on the keto diet, so just changing. This is gonna be like a new thing for me from now on, and just enjoying myself, enjoying the foods. It's funny because since I've been on this diet, on the keto, sugar tastes so weird. Like I remember I used to drink like a lot of Red Bull, and now when I had a sip last night, I was like, ew, it tastes so gross. And that's because I'm not used to all the artificial sugars, right? Before that, I was so used to consuming so many artificial sugars, and now because I change everything, so I'm not used to consuming all that stuff. So we're gonna cut these in chunks. And what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna season this really good, and I wanna make sure that nice juicy fat, right? And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put all the veggies in that nice juicy fat flavor of the steak. Okay, now we gotta go with our amazing delicious cauliflower. So we want to open this, and if you have some more left, I just recommend you store it. So I'm gonna use this. I also use this to make pizza. I do not like using the frozen one because it has a lot of water. And I noticed that every time I was cooking with the frozen one, it'll be so much water, and I have to constantly drain. And guys, I get my steak from from the Wild Fork, which is in Boynton Beach. That's where I get my meat from. They have amazing selections. It can be a little costly sometimes. I spend probably sometimes like $170 by the time I get out of there. And again, if you have it, you have it. You know, if you don't, there's other places like Aldi's that you can also go to, and they have nice, good selection too. Which that's one of the places that I go and get my food. I also go to Trader Joe's. So if you have one of these right here, you can start with just getting all that stuff in there. It's kind of big for me to hold it, so I'm just gonna grind. So this is what you want, that get that in there. Should have used something different, but I think this is working well. I think cooking is actually really fun. It all depends how you look at it, you know. You try different things. I think there's probably an easier way to do this. If you find an easier way to do this, please let me know. This is actually my first time ever doing it like this, so wish it was like, oh, let's see how this maybe can help me like this. So what we want to do is we want to get this all in here, okay? So it's gonna be looking kind of like this. So my dad already cleaned that up. It's gonna be looking kind of like this. And this is gonna be sort of like your rice, okay? Here we are now. So we got our cauliflower rice right here, and it's full and ready. And now we're gonna get our broccoli. So I like to rinse, I always rinse my food. I think it's very important that we rinse our food. And these are organic broccoli. Great, I'm dropping everything in here. Okay, so we want to place these all in here. They're already rinsed. Not looking for my knife. Okay, here we go. Make sure. I like to clean as I go, so I'm a very kind of organized person. I'm gonna put these in here. This is the leftover cauliflower. I do like to cut a little bit of the stem because I don't like how it looks. You know, it's just kind of sitting around, so it's always good to cut it. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. This one looks kind of, has a spot right there, and this is the one that I cut. So I have a different bowl, and I put them right there. I really like to get all my stuff going first, and then I start, heating up my pans, which makes it easier for me to have everything prepped and ready to go, right? That looks good. That one's good. That's good. Just check these, make sure they're not. I'm very picky. Okay, that one looks good. The ones that look good, I'll just leave it. I remember when my mom, she used to cook brown rice. And me and my sister used to cry because we thought it was burnt rice. I don't know if you guys ever went through something like that with your mother. She used to make us eat all the food. Latin women are like that. They'll make you eat all the food, and you have to be sitting down. And if you don't sit down and you don't finish that plate, you will not be able to go outside. You know, but I think growing up, I saw the importance of eating healthy and just also introducing healthy meals to my children. You know, my parents, we didn't have a lot, so eating what we had, you know, was very important. We didn't really care as long as we ate something, right? Some of us kind of grew up without much. We grew up kind of poor, you know, in a third world country or something. So whatever they have is whatever we actually was able to consume and eat, right? We wasn't really worrying about, oh, is it good for me? Is it not good for me, right? Is it keto healthy? We wasn't worried about those things. We were more worried about, when are we gonna get our next meal, right? When are we gonna get our next meal? That's the main focus as a, you know, mom. And my mother being a single mother, which she's an amazing mom. She is truly amazing, and I love my mother. She had taught me so much, you know, how to be independent, how to fight for the things that I want, even the struggles that we go through. So yeah, you know, appreciate you, Mom. I know that sometimes we go through a lot of things with our parents, but always appreciate, because your mom will go all out for you. You know, if something ever happens, your mom is always there. So for my steak, I'm going to be using the Chicago style steak flavor, and this is how it looks right there. So we are going to put this in here. And season this steak. Now you got to be careful with this because it might be salty. So I think this one has, let me see. Not really. Okay, so we want to season that. Get that in there, get some seasoning. It doesn't really have a lot.
Kind of like a French fry on the beach.
Oh, it is a little bit spicy.
Come on, really? I was eating that.
So I always like to wash my hands, right? I always like to wash my hands because I don't want to do that cross-contamination. Very important that you wash your hands. So we're gonna be doing our steak in butter, and that's how I'm gonna do it. That's how I do most of my meals because I'm on keto. So I'm gonna use butter and maybe a little bit of olive oil. Maybe I think I'm gonna go with just with the butter. But we're gonna also butter these up and season it, and we're also gonna season our cauliflower too. Okay. So as you see here, I like to do my broccoli first, and after I'm gonna be throwing in the cauliflower. The reason why is because of the stem. I want to make sure that it's truly like cooked thoroughly, and this is gonna help it kind of be soft and not really hard when you get it. I like my broccoli soft. I don't know about you guys, but I want it soft. Okay. So hi guys. So I just finished putting my cauliflower rice mixed with the broccoli now. I'm just gonna be mixing all that stuff in there. all that good stuff in there. Guys, it's very important that you wait till the broccoli is very soft and then put the cauliflower, because you don't want to eat a hard broccoli, right? So that's very important, okay? And I'll be showing you guys the final results once I'm done with the steak and everything. Bye! Here's the food, keto. We got the steak, the broccoli, and also the cauliflower that you guys saw me when I shredded it into pieces. And time to eat. Bye!